Have you ever forgotten someone's name just seconds after hearing it? Have you studied for hours, but then forgotten everything in the exam? Have you walked into a room and suddenly thought, wait, why am I here? If this happens to you, don't worry. You are not stupid, and your brain is not broken. The real problem is simple. No one ever taught you how memory actually works. In this video, you're going to learn easy steps that can help you remember better. These are not magic tricks. They are simple habits you can use every day. And while you listen, your English will also improve because we are using clear and easy sentences. So stay with me, because by the end, you will see your brain in a completely new way. First, you need to understand how memory works. Most people say, I have a bad memory. But that is not true. You don't have a bad memory. You have an untrained memory. Think of your brain like a library. Every time you learn something, it is like putting a book on a shelf. But if you throw the book anywhere without organizing it, you will never find it again. That is exactly what happens when you forget things. There are two main types of memory: short-term memory and long-term memory. Short-term memory is like writing on a whiteboard. You write something, but if you don't save it, it gets erased. Long-term memory is like writing in a notebook. Once it is saved there, it stays for a long time. The problem is that most people never move information from short-term memory to long-term memory. For example, imagine you meet someone at a party. They say, "Hi, I'm Alex." You smile and talk for a few minutes. Later, someone asks you, "What was his name?" Suddenly, your mind goes blank. Why does this happen? Because you heard the name, but you did not focus on it. You did not repeat it. You did not connect it to anything. Now, imagine something different. You meet Alex and say, "Nice to meet you, Alex." You repeat his name during the conversation. Maybe you even imagine him as a king named Alex, sitting on a golden chair. Now your brain has something interesting to remember. Memory is not about being smart. It is about using the right system. Another important thing you must understand is attention. Most memory problems are actually attention problems. You cannot remember something you never truly noticed. Every day your brain sees and hears thousands of things: sounds, faces, messages, videos, notifications. Your brain cannot keep everything, so it chooses what to save. And how does it choose? It saves what you focus on. If you are reading but also checking your phone, your brain becomes confused. It does not know what is important. If you want to remember something, pause for 5 seconds. Look at it carefully. Say it in your mind. Repeat it once. That small action can make a big difference. There is one more powerful trick you can start using today. Turn words into pictures. Your brain loves pictures more than words. If I say the word dog, you do not see the letters D-O-G. You see a real dog in your mind. That is how memory naturally works. So whenever you learn something new, turn it into a picture. If you meet a girl named Rose, imagine a big red rose in her hair. If you want to remember the word volcano, imagine a mountain exploding with chocolate lava. The crazier and more colorful the picture, the stronger the memory becomes. Your brain loves fun and unusual images. From today, do not just read information. See it. Imagine it. Create pictures in your mind. When you start doing this, you will notice your memory getting stronger little by little. Now that you understand how memory works, let's go deeper. There is something even more powerful than pictures, and that is stories. Your brain is built to remember stories. Think about it. You may forget what you ate last Monday, but you can clearly remember a funny story from years ago. Why? Because stories connect information together. They create meaning, and meaning makes memory stronger. When you want to remember different pieces of information, don't keep them separate. Connect them into a small story. For example, imagine you need to remember 3 random words: apple, car, and teacher. If you try to memorize them again and again, it might not work. But if you create a simple story like this: a teacher is driving a car made of apples, your brain will laugh a little. It will create a picture, and suddenly, those 3 words are connected. Now they are harder to forget. The more strange or funny the story is, the better. Normal things are easy to ignore. Crazy things are hard to forget. Your brain pays attention to unusual details. So when you study, don't just repeat facts. Turn them into mini movies inside your head. Another powerful tool is repetition, but not the boring kind. Many students repeat something again and again in one sitting. They read the same page 10 times in 1 hour. This feels productive, but it is not very effective. Your brain needs space between repetitions. This is called spaced repetition. It means you review something today, then tomorrow, then after 3 days, then after 1 week. Every time you review, the memory becomes stronger. It moves deeper into long-term memory. Think of it like going to the gym. You cannot build muscles in one day. You need small workouts over time. Memory works the same way. Small reviews over many days are better than one long study session. Now let's talk about emotion. Emotion is like glue for memory. When something makes you feel strong emotion, fear, happiness, surprise, excitement, you remember it easily. That is why you remember embarrassing moment from school. That is why you remember your happiest day. Emotion tells your brain, this is important. So how can you use emotion while studying? Simple. Care about what you learn. Ask yourself, why does this matter to me? Connect the information to your life. If you're learning English, don't just learn words. Imagine yourself speaking confidently in a meeting. Imagine traveling and talking to new people. Feel that future version of yourself. When learning has emotion, memory becomes stronger. There's also something important you must stop doing. Multitasking. Many people believe they are good at doing many things at the same time. They study while watching videos. They listen to music with lyrics while reading. They check messages every few minutes. But the brain cannot truly focus on two difficult tasks at the same time. Every time you switch tasks, your brain loses energy. And weak focus creates weak memory. If you want strong memory, create short periods of deep focus. Even 20 minutes without distractions can be powerful. Put your phone away. Close extra tabs. Tell yourself, for the next 20 minutes, this is my only job. You will be surprised how much you remember. Sleep is another secret weapon. Many people sacrifice sleep to study more. But sleep is when your brain organizes memories. During sleep, your brain decides what to keep and what to delete. If you do not sleep enough, your brain cannot save information properly. So if you truly want better memory, protect your sleep. It is not laziness. It is part of learning. Finally, teach what you learn. This is one of the strongest memory techniques. When you explain something to someone else, your brain works harder. You must organize the idea clearly. You must use simple words. And when you do that, the information becomes part of you. If there is no one to teach, pretend. Speak to an imaginary student. Explain the topic out loud. This small habit can double your understanding. Memory is not a gift that only some people have. It is a skill. And like every skill, it improves with practice. When you use stories, repetition, emotion, focus, sleep, and teaching, you train your brain to remember more and forget less. Now let's bring everything together and turn all these ideas into a simple daily system you can actually follow. Because knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. You can understand how memory works, but if you do not use it daily, nothing will change. The good news is that you do not need hours. You just need intention and a small routine. Start with this simple rule. Every day, choose one thing you truly want to remember. It could be a new English word, a fact from a book, a name, or an idea. Do not overload your brain. Focus on one thing and give it quality attention. When you first learn it, pause for a few seconds. Repeat it slowly. Turn it into a clear mental picture. If possible, connect it to something funny, strange, or emotional. This is how you move it from short-term memory to long-term memory. After that, review it later in the day. Just for 1 minute. Close your eyes and try to recall it without looking. This is important. Memory grows stronger when you try to remember, not when you simply reread. Struggling a little is good. That effort tells your brain, this matters. Then review it again the next day. Then after a few days. These small reviews build powerful memory over time. You can also create a memory notebook. Every day, write down what you learned in your own simple words. Do not copy from a book. Write like you were explaining to a friend. This forces your brain to organize information clearly. And when information is organized, it is easier to remember. Over weeks and months, this notebook will become proof of your growth. Another powerful habit is visualization before sleep. At night, take 2 or 3 minutes to quickly review your day in your mind. Who did you meet? What did you learn? What was important? This simple reflection helps your brain save memories while you sleep. It also makes you more aware of your life. Instead of days passing without meaning, you begin to notice details. Confidence is also connected to memory. Many people say, "I always forget." When you repeat that sentence, your brain believes it. Instead, change the story. Say, "I am training my memory." Even if it feels small, your identity matters. When you believe you are improving, your actions follow that belief. Slowly, your results change. Understand something very important. Forgetting is normal. Even the smartest people forget things. The goal is not to remember everything. The goal is to remember what matters. Do not be too hard on yourself. Memory improves step by step. You will not wake up tomorrow with a super brain. But if you practice daily, after 1 month, you will notice a difference. After 3 months, other people will notice. After 1 year, you will feel like a different person. And here is the bigger truth. Memory is not just about exams or facts. It is about building a sharper mind. When your memory improves, your focus improves. When your focus improves, your confidence grows. When your confidence grows, your communication becomes stronger. This affects your career, your relationships, and your personal growth. A strong memory is not just a study tool. It is a life tool. So from today, stop saying you have a bad memory. Start saying you are building a powerful one. Use pictures. Create stories. Review with space. Sleep well. Focus deeply. Teach what you learn. Write things down. Reflect at night. These simple habits, done daily, can completely change how your brain works. Your brain is more powerful than you think. It is waiting for direction. Give it structure. Give it attention. Give it practice. And little by little, you will surprise yourself. This is not magic. This is training. And if you stay consistent, your memory will not just improve.